Feel your body breathing. And welcome to your practice. Alright. So bring the hands in prayer and then separate the palms. So like you're holding like a little firefly. Right? And it's like kind of precious. And then repeat after me, Saucha. 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 This is the first Niyama, which translates to purity or cleanliness. So this is the first inner observance, right, according to the Yoga Sutras. Saucha. And now hook your thumbs together, palms facing in, like you're making a little bird, like a little shadow bird. Santosha. 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 Like joy, like deep joy. Right? And I think this one has helped me suffer less. Hi, Romy. For we need two wings to fly. There's grief and there's also joy. Santosha. Okay. Make a fist with your left hand tight. And then place your palm face up on top. Yeah? And then pull this towards your heart. Elbow goes out. Yeah. Tapa. 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 And now imagine like a flame. This is like a oil lamp gesture. So there's like this inner flame, right? Tapa, that we burn away impurities. Okay. Bring your index and thumb to touch, and the three other fingers, bring them together. Palms up, rest in on your legs. This is the hand gesture of wisdom. Knowledge. You might have done this some point in your yoga career. Just intuitively brought the fingers together, or you see somebody, or you see the Buddha. So we're here on some sort of quest for knowledge. So please repeat after me. Svadhyaya. 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 Like perhaps the most fun Sanskrit word to say. Svadhyaya. So self-study is svadhyaya. So we're here to learn, right? We're here to acquire knowledge through directly experiencing this practice. Now bring the hands together, pinky sides of the hands touching, palms facing up. And this is a gesture of offering. And then Ishvara, 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 Pranidhana, Pranidhana, Ishvara Pranidhana, Ishvara. It's like a surrender. And in the yoga books, they say surrender to God. I highly recommend you finding a word that makes sense to you. Source, the unknown, the great mystery, nature, love. Right? Something that makes you go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Good. Now curl your index finger into the web of your thumb. So it makes like a little snail. Good. Good. Now bring your middle finger and ring finger to the thumb to touch. And then pinky finger stays up nice and high. So when you look at it's like a little coil. Right? Now turn the palms up, rest on the legs. This is the hridaya, this is the spiritual heart gesture. So please repeat after me. Niyama. 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 These are the inner observances. How we guide our own behavior inwardly. You can keep your hands like so, or you can shake it out. Yeah, get out of your head. I know I just said a lot of words and a lot of stuff, a lot of thinking. So shift into the body. Follow the sound. 3 Oms, 3 Shanti, Hari Om is our opening invocation for practice. Breathing in. Interlace your fingers, press them away from you, draw your chin towards your chest, rounding through the back. Sit back. Feel the back of the body stretch. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze, and exhaling, rounding. Again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Please do this 5 more times on your own pace, feeling the breath moving your body from the inside out, making sounds, right? Helping the emotions move. Feel the body. Hi, Roxana. Good morning. All the friends at home, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Leslie, good morning. Darlene, Joy, Sarah. Which Sarah, I wonder? Sherry. Okay, now come to the center, sit tall, reach up. I know I'm not there. I'll be there soon. Good. Separate your hands wider than your shoulders. And then twist to the right. Let the hands come down. That's it. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Hi, Joy. Oh, Joy. Inhale through center, lift up. Joy is wearing a shirt that says Joy. Twist right. Breathing in through center. And twist to the left. Breathing in through center. Twist to the right and hold. This time hold. Look over the right shoulder. Close the eyes and take your eyeballs as far to the right as you can. Imagine that you can look behind you. You can see the back of your shirt. And then hold that attention there for 3, 2, 1. No judgment. Come back to center, lifting the arms. Breathing out, twist other way. Look over your left shoulder.
Soften your gaze. Take your eyes as far left and hold it there. Hold your own attention in your body. Release any story, any judgment. Good. Come back up to center. Lift your arms. Soften the right hand down outside the right hip for a side bend. And then feel your ribs like stretching open, like a big accordion, making space for your lung, right, to expand and contract. Switch sides. Oof, I'm feeling this. I did some work with I have a yoga coach. I have a lot of teachers. Anyway, she's like, oh, you have to let the emotions complete their cycles. What? Switch to the other side, please. And she's like, the emotions have cycles. And when you don't let them complete, sometimes they'll find a way while you're sleeping, right, to manifest in your body somewhere. And you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, my lower back. Oh my gosh, my neck. She goes, consider for a moment that that's an emotion. And then over to the other side. So just feel your body, right? Oh, maybe there's certain parts that are a little tight, a little tense here. And could that be an emotion? Thank you. And make your way very sweetly to tabletop position on the hands and the knees. Moving any props aside. You can pad the knees if you'd like to. Good. And then take a look around your mat, right? Are all your props and all your favorite things organized in a way that's saucha, right? That is like get happy, saucha, saucha, cleanliness, purity. Okay. And it's your own standards, okay? If you feel like that is clean, that's fine. Breathing in, cow pose, look up towards your eyebrows. Oh, good. And then rounding, chin towards the chest, gaze towards the tip of your nose or your cheekbone. Again, coming into cow pose, lifting your eyes, your gaze upward, and rounding, chin towards the chest, cheekbones, tip of the nose. One more time, nice and easy. Feeling the body and rounding. Good. Downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. So it's very human of us to have these narratives come up when we practice, like, oh, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm not enough this. And so the practice today is simple. When that happens, like when you start to hear words in your mind, just shift it into feeling your body instead. And just like, oh, there's my calf. And then you feel the calf, and eventually there's no words, right, to describe that feeling. And that's the practice today. Come forward, plank pose, top of a push-up. And then lower all the way down to your belly, except you. Untuck your toes, cobra pose, lifting the heart. Just do cat and cow. And exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, move through child's pose to downward facing dog. Very nice. And use your eyes to note the middle of your mat. Just look at the middle of your mat. Good. And now tiptoe your feet to that point. And then walk your hands to your feet. Folding in half in the middle of your mat. In the center, when we are centered, right, there's peace. And in fact, all of these yoga teachings, it's just like a thousand million ways to guide us back to the center. Bring your hands towards your shin bones, halfway lift, breathing in, look up towards your eyebrows. Exhaling, fold, tip of the nose. Again, breathing in, eyebrows. Breathing out, nose. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Rise up to stand. Reaching your arms over the head, palms in front of the heart. Half sun salutations. Breathing in, lifting the arms. Breathing out, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand. Prayer high up overhead, a little baby back bend. Hands to the heart. Good. 5 breaths here, just feeling your feet. Yeah. I zoomed in too far. Okay. Again, inhale, lifting the arms. Exhaling, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. And fold. Stand tall. Hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, fluid movement, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Kind of like bowing over yourself. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Stand tall. Reaching up. Hands to heart. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. What are the toes doing? Can you see them? Yeah, all parts of the foot there to support you. Hands to the heart. Good. Twist to the right, any amount. Right, just a little. You can stay hovering, or you can really sink into the legs, hooking the elbow outside the thigh. Turning the heart towards the thumbs. Staying very meditative in the upper body. One more moment. Nothing is forever. This too shall pass. Come back, Utkatasana, face forward. Arms around the back, interlace the fingers if possible. Fold. Shoulder stretch. Draw the chin towards the chest. The teeth are very gentle. Come back, Utkatasana. Hands to the heart. Twist to the left, any amount. Sometimes the deeper you sit into the legs, the easier it is to turn the heart towards the thumbs. Sometimes when we go lower, it's easier to go higher. One more breath. Come back, Utkatasana. Arms around the back, interlace if possible, and fold. Stretch your legs. Feel the stretch traveling through any sore places in the body. Okay, come back, Utkatasana. Press down into the feet to stand up, lifting the heart. Hands in prayer. Inhale, lifting. Let's continue. Exhale, fold. Breathe in to halfway lift. Breathe out, downward dog. Placing your hands, placing the feet. Very nice. Look at your right hand. Good. Now step your right foot outside the right hand. Good. Perch up onto the finger pads. Like that. Good. And then inhaling, heart goes forward. Exhale, rounding. Like cat and cow, right? Inhale. Exhale, round. 2 more. Breathing in. Maybe you want to look up at the eyebrows. Breathing out, maybe tip of the nose. If it's too much, it's too much. 1 more. And rounding. Good. Place the palms back down. Step back, plank pose. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Go as far as feels safe. Inhaling, your version, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward facing. All right, feel the engine begin to turn on. Look at your left hand. Step your left foot outside the left hand. Perch up onto the finger pads. Inhaling, heart goes forward. Rounding, the hips can lift a little as you do this, okay? Inhaling. Exhale, round. Feel your back. Inhaling. Breathing out, rounding. One more, please. And rounding. Place your hands down, step back, plank pose. Bend your elbows. You can use the knees, right? And complete this cycle. Downward dog. Downward dog. Good. Plank pose. Listen to my voice. Right knee, right elbow. I'm not doing it, so don't look at me, okay? And then plank pose, step back. Left knee, left elbow. Plank. Right knee, right elbow. Plank. Left knee, left elbow. Plank. Keep going. Keep going. Just smooth. Yeah, you can do this on the knees, like tabletop, and just bring the knee. Yeah, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Knees down, child's pose. Rest. Feel your body from the inside out, right? Interocept. Feel the heart beating, feel the lungs. You can feel like the size of your body expanding and contracting. This is the svadhyaya, right? This is the self-study from a very deep inner place. That's what we're here for. Yeah. And so you come here, you're like, oh yeah, in child's pose, I can feel my heartbeat. I can feel my body warming, right? And so the next time, say you're in your car and you feel that same thing happening, the heart is beating, I'm getting hot, I'm sweaty. Like, what's happening? I know what's happening in my own body. What a powerful thing to learn. Tabletop position, hands and knees, please. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow, and you can slide it up towards the shoulder if you like to, because that's fun, right? And then extend this leg back parallel to the ground. Good. Step it to the left. Look over your left shoulder and see if you can catch a glimpse of your left hip. Lean into the right. Good. All right. And then bring that right knee back to the right elbow. Draw it up, like vacuum it up towards the shoulder. And then extend it back. Cross over to the left. Same thing. Look over your left shoulder. Oh. One more time. Right knee comes to the right. Lift it up. And then send it back. And kind of a side bend. Tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Look up towards the eyebrows. Rounding, tip of the nose. Okay, second side. Neutralize the spine. Left knee, left elbow. Maybe left shoulder. Good. Extend the leg back. Step it to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Lean to the left. And again, drawing that knee up. Slide it up towards the left shoulder. And send it back. Look over the right. Next time, do it, feel beautiful, right? Like feel really beautiful when you do this. Like, oh yeah, I'm so sexy. Oh, my body. Oh yeah. Why not? All right, step it to the right, look to the right. We've become so like kind of like fearful of that. All right, tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Rounding cat pose. Child's pose. Pick up your wrist and like roll them around. I see Romy. How many months are you? 38 weeks. Practicing asana. If that's not like freaking beautiful. All right, and let's come back. Downward dog. Downward dog. Okay, right leg up. Right knee to the right elbow. Right leg up. Knee to the nose. Right leg up. You guessed it, twist it to the left elbow. Right leg up. Step it forward. Feel steady in the feet, and then high lunge. Rise up. I have a confession. When I started yoga, it was hot yoga, and I had this obsession with being the first one in the pose. Teacher would say high lunge. I'd be like, I'm gonna be there first. And I weeble and wobble, and it was like so unsteady, but I felt really cool. It's so silly. Anyway, Svadhyaya. We're here to learn about ourselves. You're here to learn about your own body in this pose, not just what, I'm saying. Bring your thumb and index to touch, making the mudra of wisdom. And then open up warrior two. When you arrive there, turn your palms to face up, keeping the hand gesture, keeping the thumb and the index touching. Good. So let the hips settle into the pose. And the palms are facing up as a gesture of receiving, right? Like something's coming to you. A transmission is coming through your effort. So be ready to receive. Reverse this warrior, leaning back. Come back, warrior two. Again, inhaling, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One more, breathing in. Breathing out, Vira two. Unbend your front knee. Adjust your feet for triangle pose feet. Me, personally, I like it closer. Some like it not. Can we keep the gesture in the hands? Because we're here, right, seeking knowledge. All right, please come in, triangle pose. And for today, can the right three fingers just dangle, like not touch the ground? You can touch your leg, maybe not touch the ground. So there's a lifting up through the sides of the body. What would you like to learn from your yoga practice? I would love to learn how to calm down and to not be angry. One more breath. Look down, stand up, straight legs, straight arms. Rebend the front knee, readjust your feet for warrior two, and then turn the palms up. Good. Reversing. Right elbow to the right thigh, side angle pose. Good. Take your top arm around the lower back. Keep the hand gesture. So your three fingers are now kind of hooking into your right thigh. Your right palm is still facing up. Right? These hands, extensions of our heart. Good. Now reach your right arm parallel like this, palm facing up. Good. Feel your outer right hip awake. And then interocept, right? What's happening inside my body? Can you feel the muscles in your right leg? Is there any story? I'm not strong enough. I don't like this. Is this really yoga? Blah, 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 blah. How are you feeling? Two more breaths. How are you breathing, right? How do I sound? Oh, I can hear myself breathe. Good. All right, look down. Prepare half moon with the arm around the back. So you can step forward a little bit. I'm going to hit this plant, so I'm going to move. And then come on forward slowly. And for today, can the right fingers just hover above the ground? They don't have to, but can they? Can you press down into the right foot to lift your upper right hip crease where your left fingers are? Keep looking down for balance, helpful. Hold your awareness here. Hold your body, not the breath. Thank you. Bend the right knee, step back, warrior two. Releasing the mudra, releasing the hands. So just your traditional, how you like your hands in warrior two. Reverse. And then vinyasa all the way down. Left leg up. Left elbow. That's it. Inhale, leg goes up. Knee to the nose. Inhale, leg goes up. Cross it to the right elbow. Three-legged dog. Step forward. Feel your feet first, okay? And then rise, high lunge. There is no rush. Try to find, with your inner sight, that place of deep inner strength to hold you and pull you to your center in the body. Find the wisdom gesture in your hand. And then warrior two. Palms facing up. Good. Feel your pelvis, like your pelvic bowl. Like feel it from the inside out. Is it tipping? Can the back hip lower by bending the front knee a little further? Reverse, breathing in. Warrior two, breathing out. Reverse, breathing in. Warrior two, breathing out. One more. Inhale like this cosmic dance. Warrior two. Lovely. Unbend your left knee. Adjust your back foot in. Some like to change the angle, right? The toes are pointing 12 o'clock and you change them to like more like 11. All right, triangle pose. I want you to feel like very, very luminous and bright in this pose. And the light is coming between your collarbones and your sternum. And you want to shine that light, right? You want to share what you learned in yoga with others around you. Engage your left glute muscle. Roll the right hip back a little bit, like you're leaning into your practice. Oof. Come back to your breath. Thank you. Look down. Stand up with straight legs and straight arms. Turn your palms to face up. Warrior two. Reposition the legs. Reverse. Side angle pose. Keeping the mudra. Yeah, good. I've been working with an Iyengar style teacher and we do like one pose, 1 hour. Imagine doing triangle pose for 1 hour. Oh my gosh, I feel all sorts of things. Top arm around the back, please. Keep the hand gesture, the 3 fingers coming into that left hip crease, or maybe the left thigh. Yeah, good. And extend your left arm forward, parallel to the ground. Palm facing up. When we exert this type of effort, tapas, all right, we do this to burn away any distractions from the peaceful nature that is me. Okay. Looking down, lift the back heel, come into half bound, half moon. Can the left fingertips just hover, even if you're just not coming down that far? You can be more upright. It's the right hip that's opening away from the left. The right foot is strongly flexed. And then you contemplate, where am I feeling this? Move away from story. Move into sensation. Almost there. Nothing is forever. This too shall pass. Bend the left knee. Warrior two quietly. Feel the blood return to your right shoulder, releasing the mudra. The hands, good. Now reverse. And windmill the hands all the way down. Vinyasa. Move the energy in your body. Good. Step your right foot outside the right hand. Step your left foot outside the left hand. Malasana. Yogic squat. Yeah? Does anyone know Giselle Mari? Okay, so I've never practiced with her in person, only on Glow. And she came to my dream and I could see the freckles and her pores. Like she was so close to me. And she goes, "Hey, Jen, you should teach this." So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so lower the hands down, step back, plank pose. Just this transition, I don't really know why yet, but I do like it. So again, step your right foot outside the right hand. Step your left foot outside the left hand. Squat. Wow. You okay? Good. All right. And again, hands down, step back, plank pose. Let's start with the left foot this time. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps forward, squatting malasana. Good. Lower the hands down. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back, plank. One more time on the left. Left foot forward, right foot forward, malasana. Hands down, left foot steps back, right foot steps back, this time down dog. Okay, we're gonna practice that again. Have an option though. If you're feeling steady in the wrist, there's no pain, you can hop, right? You can jump, hop into malasana, and then hop back to down dog. No one saw that because I didn't tell you to look. But yeah, you can jump into malasana, yeah, and then jump back. Now, if you're like, oh, my wrist, no, then continue to step one foot at a time, squatting and stepping back to down dog, okay? What are we doing this for? The important thing is like, you tell me, right? Right? So some sort of divine something came through me and I'm supposed to teach this. And then hopefully you're learning something about yourself. Svadhyaya. And if you feel like it's too much and you're done, come back to malasana. 10 more seconds. Yes, Ileana. This girl's known me when I was like 21 years old. Okay, complete the cycle. Malasana, please, please. Malasana. Lift your heart towards your thumbs. Tilt the front of the pelvis forward a little bit. And you're like sitting very tall. If the hips are talking to you, right? It was designed to do that. 3 more deep breaths. Move away from story. This need to want to get out of something. I don't want to, no. Just listen to yourself breathe. Thank you. All right, hands down, lift your hips, go back, down dog. Ooh. Okay, so vertical splits is coming. So if you'd like to have blocks underneath your hands for that, go ahead and find them. Put them towards the front of your mat. Right leg lifts up and back. Good. Step that foot forward in between your hands. Walk your hands forward, lift your left leg, point your left toes, vertical splits. It's fun. So let go of the narrative about how much you love this pose or how much you don't love this pose. Right? Instead, just feel the lifting of your right hip crease by pressing down through the right foot. Good. Now lower your left leg to where you think is parallel to the ground. Flex your left foot. Yeah, like karate kick. Good. And now open your left hip as if you're going towards half moon. And then roll it back down. Again, open the hip, undoing it if you're like, oh, what's happening? And lower the hip down. Again, open the hip, lower it down. Again, open the hip and lower the hip. Open and close. One more time, open and close. Good. Bend both knees like you're squatting really low. Slide your left knee outside the right calf. Good. Now, vertical splits, lift back up. Let's do that again. Bending both knees, squatting low. One more time. Vertical splits. Good. Now bend both knees. Bring your left knee outside the right foot and sit down in between. Feel your body from the inside out. As yoga has taught me, like, stop looking outside for people to tell you you're worthy. If you just lose 20 more pounds, you'll be lovable. If you just blah, 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 da, 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 da. Those are all stories. So we come to this practice, we practice feeling the body from the inside out. We look inside for answers. They're all here. And that voice inside you, I promise, like, oh, you are love. Reach the arms up. Twist you to the right. And when you get there, close the eyes. Look over the right shoulder and take your eyeballs all the way to the right. Look behind you. You can see behind you and you can see the yogini behind you. And you can see her thoughts. You can hear her pain. And you can feel her love too. There's nothing more important than this moment. So if you're planning what's happening after class, just come back to the body. Good. And then face forward, take a gentle counter twist to the left. And then facing forward, some options. Either stacking the knees on top of each other for Gomukhasana, cow face. This is option one. Option two, you can bring the ankle to the knee. The foot is flexed. The foot is not here. This is not very safe. Okay, so the foot needs to be on top and outside if you're doing this version. Okay, and option three is Sukhasana Crisscross, crossing your shin bones at their middle point. Don't be a hero. Okay, there's no need to struggle in a pose. And then we're gonna perch up onto the finger pads, lifting the heart. And you're gonna fold forward. And I promise, whatever version you pick, you're gonna feel the stretch in your hips. Sometimes we wanna jump in the deep end of the pool and we want to feel everything level 11. And sometimes we just, wanna walk the shoreline and just feel the water kind of lapping over the toes. And sometimes we oscillate and we dance between the two. So come back to this moment. 5 more deep breaths. If the mind is wanting to flee, want to go somewhere else, and feel your hips. Thank you for your efforts. Inhaling to rise. Okay, we're going to open to pigeon from here. So swing that right leg around. See if you can do it with no hands. It's kind of fun, maybe. And then find your pigeon pose. If you need to find a blanket to put underneath your left hip, do that. Don't be a hero. You can use a block too, right under the hip. And then fold forward, any amount. If the back toe is tucked, decide if you want to untuck the toe. And when we do poses around the hips and the pelvic floor, Like let that sensuality, creativity, and let that circulate with your breath. You know, this pandemic recently has caused a lot of dying, drying of desire, creation. So in this pigeon pose today, right? Can I learn a little bit about myself? And can I learn a little bit about this inner map of my body? And when I do like a hip opening like this, can I invite a little bit of sensuality into my body? Sometimes the hardest yoga is this quiet kind. All right. Use your inhalation to come back onto your palms. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, and walk it forward a couple inches. Yeah? Good. Do that again. Just walk your right knee forward a little bit, and then maybe perch up onto the finger pads. Right? If this is like, oh, I can manage, it feels good, then maybe lift your hands to your heart. And if that was like, whoop, just kidding, then you can always come back down for support, okay? Don't be a hero. One more breath. Good. Hands down. Nice, Thais. I see that. And then three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Bend the knee, left knee. Good. Open the hip. Opportunity to revolve this down dog. Flip dog, wild thing. It's an opportunity. Doesn't mean you have to take it. Good. And then if you're flipped, come back. Everybody, three-legged dog. One-legged plank. Bend your elbows any amount. Both feet down for the back bend. And then down dog is where we meet. It's over. Whatever happened just now, it's over. Okay? So feel your body in this new moment of the now. All right. Left leg up. Step it in between your hands. Vertical splits, walking your hands forward. Right leg elevating. Choo-choo. Point the right toe so the whole right leg is activated. Whew. Let go of narrative. Oh, I hate this. Oh, why does she do this every time? Right, and instead feel your left thigh, feel your left hip crease. Very nice. One more breath. Thank you. Now lower your right leg parallel to the ground, where you think parallel is, and flex that right foot. Good. And then open the right hip as if like half moonish, and then closing the hip back down. Again, opening the hip and closing. Just 10 more. Opening and closing. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, close. Keep going, opening and closing. Again and close. Just feel your left hip, okay? Open. Like as if I don't feel it, right? Closing. But feel the left hip rather than listen to the voice, okay? One more, last one. Do your best. And close. Bend both knees, slide the right knee outside the left. And vertical splits. Again, bend both knees, squatting low. Vertical split. This time, squatting low and sit down. Lower that knee outside the left foot. Boom. Lifting the arms. Seated spinal twist to the left. I hear a lot of heartbreaking stories from women. Oh, my body's changing, menopause. I can't get rid of this weight. I feel so disgusting. Da 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 da. Please look over your left shoulder and take your eyes as far left. That is looking outside for validation. And oftentimes it's fraught with pain. So the yoga practices, look inside, please. Look inside. Okay, relax the eyes. Take a counter twist to the right side. And as you face forward, find the same variation you took on the other side, either stacking the knees, stacking ankle to knee, or crossing shin bone to shin bone. Left leg is on top. Good. Puff the chest, breathing in. Exhale, fold. And if you feel like the hips are lifting up off of the ground, use your hands to like push forward so the hips can come back down. Emotions have cycles. We need to help our emotions complete their cycles, or else they can get stuck. And so many modalities of healing, all about moving energy. And if that's a little heady, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a big concept. How can I possibly move my anxiety out through my, just consider your breath. Just consider your breath for a moment. We complete the cycle thousands and thousands of times a day. So if you can complete the cycle of this next breath, you can complete the cycle. In fact, we can complete the cycle of this pandemic. Breath by breath. Final 3 breaths here. Please breathe into your lower back, where your kidney or kidneys are. These organs that hold our fear. Oh, just breathe into them for a little moment. And then slowly walk the hands back in, sitting. Ah, good. And then bring this left leg around the back. Pigeon. Sometimes the emotions, they need help to move. So you can make a sound like a sigh. There's a cluster of neurons that lives in our brain stem. And it's not just like 1 or 5, I think. There's quite a few of them. And their sole responsibility is to enable us to sigh. So it must be important, no? When resources are so, valuable in the body to devote that many to sighing. So if you'd like to try that, deep breath in, exhaling, sighing. Do that as many times as you need. As I get older, I start to do this involuntarily. When I get up from a chair, sometimes I make a sound. your body wants to help you release. And holding your attention on this stillness, this peace in the body. Rise up to the palms. And tuck your left toes. Walk your left knee in a little bit. Walking that knee in. Good. Maybe coming onto the finger pad. There's a scissoring of the inner hips that allows the lifting perhaps to the heart. There's a strength in the pelvic. There's a strength in your sensuality to lift you up. One more breath. Thank you. Hands down. Three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Slow, slow. Bend the knee. Open the hip. If you want to revolve, you can. Oh, lovely. Feel really lovely. And then everybody, three-legged dog. Come forward, one leg plank. Bend your elbows. Both feet down. Heart opens and lifts. Downward facing. Child's pose. Balasana, balasana. Resting. This physical yoga practice is the third limb of yoga. 3. In some traditions, you cannot even do the physical poses before you master the first 2 limbs, which are the yamas and the niyamas. Aren't you glad we live in the modern times and we can go straight to 3? But let's not forget 1 and 2. Come back, tabletop position and plank pose. I'm about to describe something very challenging, and you're going to decide, right, like how far you want to take this in the body. And I'm not going to do it, so I'm just going to say it. Chaturanga, bend your elbows. Plank pose, press back up. Lower your forearms down, lift your hips, dolphin. Okay. Downward dog. Ooh, Rhea, nice. Yeah, got it. Good. Let's do that again. Plank pose. Bend your elbows. Plank, press back up. Dolphin. You can do 1 elbow at a time, my friends, okay? Downward dog. Plank. Bend the elbows. Plank. Dolphin. Down dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Dolphin. Stop or keep going, right? Like 5 more seconds, right? It's like, this is one way to feel the body, right? Pushing it. And then there's resting. That's another way to feel the body. Okay, very nice. Very nice, everybody. Child's pose. Rest it out. Oof. Now feel your body from the inside out. Sometimes we need to go to the extreme, right? So we can like really feel it. That's okay, but just don't feel like you always need to go to the extreme in order to feel something, right? That can be a little dangerous, a little expensive. Walk your hands to your feet so the shoulders can relax. So there's a car alarm going off. And I just want to remind everybody that no matter where you are, the distractions will 100% be there. Like I went on a retreat in a remote, this and that, like no cell service, nothing. And guess what happened in the middle of meditation? Somebody's alarm went off. So it really doesn't, it's everywhere. And when all of that is gone, guess what? It's your mind that you get to spend some quality alone time with. And guess what? 100% of the time, there will be a distraction. So look inside for the answers, okay? Very nice. Come up to a seated posture. Any position in the legs. You can sit crisscross. You can keep the knees side by side. Okay. Let's come into a meditative place. Bring your hands to the heart. So there's a little space. Separate your palms a little bit, but the fingers are all still touching. And hold this like in front of your heart. As we hold this gesture of the seed. And may the purity and may the cleanliness, right, of your practice be close to your heart and protected. Saucha. Hook your thumbs, make wings with your fingers and rest that in front of your heart. Through this practice, we understand that we need two wings to fly, and the other wing that accompanies joy is sorrow. True joy includes accepting suffering. Santosha. The left hand comes to a fist, the right hand rests on top. In your mind's eye, imagine a flame burning steady in front of your heart. Through dedication and discipline in our focus and our awareness, and we burn away distraction. Tapa. Index and thumbs touch, palms up, resting on your legs. A gesture of wisdom, of knowledge, this pursuit of self-knowledge. Knowing the self and suffering. Svadhyaya. Bringing the palms facing up, pinky edges of the hands touching. Surrender to that which is. Ishvara Pranidhana. Curling the index finger into the webbing of your thumb, bringing middle ring thumbs to touch, pinky staying up, resting on your legs. A gesture of the spiritual heart. These inner observances, looking inward to let these principles guide us so we may suffer less. We can acknowledge and see that we are truly peaceful beings. We already have everything we need. Niyama. Breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and exhale. You can stay in a meditative seat or come to recline in Shavasana.
Gently stirring your physical body. Stretching what wants to be stretched, and moving and rolling and wiggling. Twisting, bending, eventually sitting. So we begin, so we end. 3 Oms, 3 Shanti, Hari Om. So we complete this cycle of class. We complete this cycle of breath. We complete this week, month, pregnancy, life. Breathing in.